Best practices for applying for a law enforcement internship. When to start looking, how to apply, and what to never do. When to start looking. Many internships follow a cycle of taking place in either the fall, spring, summer, or all year. If you're interested in an internship which takes place in the summer, you should start looking no later than the start of your spring semester. For spring internships, it should be no later than the start of your fall semester. For fall or year-round internships, no later than mid-spring semester. For larger, more formal internship programs, generally those with federal agencies, you should begin looking even earlier. This is because they often have a longer application and selection process. It's a good idea to look far in advance for internship openings, even farther out than you're actually available for. This will give you a good idea of what the requirements are and what documents are necessary. Let's say you're looking for an internship for next year. By looking at internship opportunities far in advance, you may find that there's particular documents that are required that you don't currently have. And getting these documents may take some time. Now you can take the necessary steps to get those documents so that when you see an internship opening, you'll have the proper documents ready. It's always best to be in a position that when you see an internship opening, you can focus on putting your energy towards the best application you can rather than scrambling to get the documents together that are required. When you see an opening that you're interested in applying for, make a list of everything that is required. Failure to turn in even one item or fill out one thing correctly can be cause for removing you from consideration. How to apply. When you apply for a law enforcement internship, there's a short window for that agency to learn about you and determine if you're the right fit for that internship. The application process is a peek into that short window, and what you do or what you don't do is taken as a snapshot of who you are and how you will perform as an intern. With any internship, there are application instructions. If you fail to follow the instructions properly, the only thing the agency knows is that the first task that they've asked you to do, you failed to do properly. So I ask you, if you were looking at hiring someone for an internship and the one thing that you asked them to do, they failed to do properly, would you select them? For most internships, there's more than enough qualified applicants. So removing any number of applicants for failing to follow the instructions properly is not a loss to the intern selection process for that agency. This is an example of an internship program with a federal law enforcement training center. You'll notice on this internship announcement, there are several things to pay attention to. First is the application deadline. There are the locations for the internship, who may apply, the key requirements for this internship. It describes the duties, and it describes the qualifications for the internship. It also lists how to apply, including all the documents that are required to apply for this particular internship. Because this is a federal internship program, it has more required documents than probably the average local or state internship program. They require a current resume, a transcript from your college or university, a narrative essay, and a nomination letter. And it also has agency contact information if you have any questions about this particular internship. What to never do. Anything that you send in, even an email, have someone else proofread it. Everything should be spell checked. Make certain that you fulfilled everything that is asked of you. Make a copy of everything that you send in. During the interview, you may be asked about something you wrote in a document that you submitted. Reviewing all the documents that you sent in as part of the application process, especially resumes or answers to questions that you wrote, is a key part of preparing for your internship interview. More than half of the emails that I receive from people interested in law enforcement internships have significant typos or incorrect grammar. It's not unusual for me to receive an email that says, "I'm looking for internships. Can you please help?" First off, the only thing that I know about this person is that they have bad grammar and poor judgment for sending such an email. If you want someone in law enforcement to take you seriously as an internship candidate, you need to show that you are a serious candidate. By sending an email that clearly you've invested little time and effort in composing, you're telling that agency that either you're incapable of writing properly or that you do not care enough about that internship to invest any real time and effort. Either one of these is cause for not being selected as an intern. When I receive an email from someone who's obviously spent a significant amount of time and effort with the correspondence, I go out of my way to provide what they're asking for. Also, if you do get a reply from an email that you sent in, always send back a simple thank you note. On the Go Law Enforcement Internship Guide, we do have sample template letters for you to use. As an example, we have sample internship inquiry letters, and we have them in different formats. So we have a Word document that you can edit, and we have 3 different versions of this. So for instance, you're contacting an agency to find out if either they have an internship program available or to express your interest in an internship. We have these letters that you can basically fill in your own personal information along with the information for the agency. There's also 3 versions of sample resumes, and they're in different styles, so you can pick one that really meets your needs. They're in Word documents, so you can edit them. There are 2 different versions of sample cover letters to accompany your resume. Finally, there are sample after interview or meeting thank you letters, 2 different versions. So you've had your internship interview or you've had a face-to-face meeting. You just want to send a simple, polite thank you letter. So these are very easy to use. You'll put in your own personal information along with the information about the agency that you are interested in doing your internship with. And these are all on the Go Law Enforcement Internship Guide site. In applying, you want to focus on 2 things: making certain that you've complied with everything that was required as part of the application process, and that everything you've turned in was well written and mistake-free. Agencies, whether they admit it or not, will start forming an opinion about you immediately when they first have contact with you. This could be from a simple letter of interest email that you send them. There will be 3 informal pools of applicants: rock stars, average, and those which appear to not meet the requirements. If you want to be in the rock star category, then you should be a rock star from day 1. We talked about when to start looking for law enforcement internships, how to apply, and what to never do.